Welcome back, welcome back. What happens when an award-winning actress gets together with an award-winning choreographer? The answer is Inai, a theatrical dance production co-directed and performed by acclaimed French actress Juliette Binoche and leading British dancer and choreographer Akram Khan. So what is Inai all about? Well, joining me right now are Juliette and Akram, who will reveal all. Welcome, welcome to you both.
Thank you.
It's to the simple question, what is it all about? And how did it originate? How did you come to hit on this?
It's about relationships. It's about men and women, feminine, masculine, and how sometimes you're taken in your life by you need to reach the other. When you know the sexual need is coming by surprise as a teenager, and then all of a sudden you're close to the other one and not knowing what to do with yourself, but just jumping into the relationship, and that what causes is like a lot of emotions, and a lot of questions are coming in the show, but it's about how do we love, do we dare loving, how far do we love, and after going through all the emotions, then suddenly you maybe realize that there's another way to reach each other, and there's this respect. And we were inspired actually by the Greeks because they had 14 different words of describing love. And it was fascinating to see from the very...
I can think of two. Agape was one, wasn't it?
Agape is the highest somehow, is the most spiritual, and it's love without expecting anything back in return.
So how did that's a very good description and makes it sound very, very interesting indeed. How did the two of you meet, and how did you come to that idea?
Well, it was a very unusual kind of approach, because it was through actually Suman, who is Juliette's shiatsu and massage person. Yeah. And Suman is my producer's wife, Farooq Chaudhry's wife. And so she was making a film in London at the time, and Suman proposed, "Do you want to dance?" And she said, yes, instinctively. And then there was a show that I was presenting, and Suman offered her to come and said, "If you want to come and have a look, it's dance." And she came to see a piece that I did, and we connected straight after the show. Just by I remember by the elevator.
And had you ever worked with an actress before?
As an actor, I'd worked with actresses and actors, but it was when I was a child. I had the opportunity to work with actors, but this was a long time later that I had the opportunity to work with Juliette.
And you hadn't done much public dancing. You've done, no doubt, done private dancing, but not public dancing.
I've never done dancing really, because exercising I know, and you know, how do you say, feasting, and dancing, you know, with the feasting, yeah. But all of a sudden, moving in space, in telling a story, and that's was completely new. And so, with the help of Akram and Suman, my trainer, we worked together and I think because of the emotion, I was able to move more freely. If I had to move as a dancer, I think I'll be too conscious.
The pictures you think of to do with dancing, though, are more distant, aren't they? Than, I mean, movies you think of close-ups. With the dance, as it were, it's a more panoramic picture, isn't it?
Well, it's a lot about the energy, and the energy of dance is very much about like a firefly. You know, it's about moving and shifting in the space, but also even in film, like Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, they also can be.
Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly. They can be very close, but also very far, and that's the power of the body in a way.
And so the message, not in big type, but the message about love that you want them to take from the show is what?
How much courage do we need to try and reach each other? And we often think that our walls are in between people, the conflicts, you know, are in between people, but actually it's inside us. That's the in-eye that we have to try and look for. I mean, it's an exploration of our own lives, you know, that we put on stage, and trying to find a field between us, a bridge between us. that, you know, he's an amazing dancer and choreographer, and I've been acting for years, so how do we make a feel possible between us? And that we wanted to start from scratch almost, starting from the unknown. I've never moved before, he's never really acted in emotions, so how do we go into our different fields with trust and some kind of imagination? You have to have imagination in order to transform yourself.
And she was a great student, clearly.
Oh, she wasn't a student, she was teaching me also. And that's the beauty about it. When you share something, you have to be open in both respects. So it's not about the teacher teaching the student, but almost that I'm learning learning from her body and from her movements.
And would you think of doing more dance?
I'm not thinking that way. I'm thinking present time. Every day has his own, you know, bag of potato to have on my back and do the best I can, the best chips possible, the best frites possible. I don't know how you say. So that's the way I'm thinking. You know, I'm never thinking in advance.
Is it more exhausting dance than acting?
It's a different, you know, it's funny because Akram is exhausted by the emotion, having to go, you know, up and down every night. As for me, it's my field, so I know how to deal with emotions. But the energy is very interesting, how you're dealing with your energy in the morning, and you're so in pain. It's like, how am I going to be able to move around, you know, like this at
But you
night?
don't still, when you're doing the show, you don't still do aerobics as well, do you, or exercise as well? The show is your exercise.
No, we
week.
train in the afternoon. You have to warm up, and also we're still creating for the show because it's a process. You know, it never ends. So we're still working on it, and that's the. When it's moving, it means that you're still alive and can, you know, share and make it happen.
And do you have another film in mind at the moment? Or?
I have another film next year I'm doing with Abbas Kiarostami. He's an Iranian director, and he's been writing this script, beautiful script. It's called the Certified Copy. We're going to shoot in May, June, because we're going to have a break. We're going to travel all around the world in different continents. You know, we're going to go to Canada, America, but also Japan, China, Australia, and Hong Kong, and Abu Dhabi, and where else? Paris and Rome.
You're going to make a fortune on your frequent flyer. It's great to have you both with us, it really is.
So thank you.
Congratulations on the success of the show, and good luck in Japan and the South Seas and Falkland Islands or wherever else you end up going. Thank you very much. It was smashing. In a minute, a look ahead to the US presidential debates. That's after this short break.